Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. We have officially kicked out our kids from the podcast. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, everyone. Welcome to episode
Six.
six. So, what do we got today?
So today we're going to be talking about truths and myths about hiking. And we got some Pinot Noir that we're drinking.
And we're going to talk about some of the best hikes in the world.
I want to say best hikes. Like, how about some of the best trails?
Sure. If that makes you feel better, some of the best trails.
That you can hike.
So, AKA some of the best hikes. All right. So let's get to it because we have a lot to do. All right. So segment number 1, which is the myths and truths of hiking.
But I would like to say before we start our truths and myths, I'd like to dedicate this episode to our dear friends Kiki and Eddie.
Yes, for showing us this wonderful world of backpacking and hiking and using man wipes in a tent.
Dude wipes. So cheers to Kiki and Eddie.
Yes. And Starburst. Can't forget Starburst. Yeah. So, all right, here we go.
Ready.
Truths and myths. Backpacking, hiking. You ready?
Ready.
You need the latest and most expensive equipment out there.
No, that is not true. You do need equipment, obviously, but not the best. I don't think you need the best. And I think we were a perfect example of that because the first time we went hiking, it was not planned super far out. It was a fluke that we ended up getting a permit to hike down the Grand Canyon. So we weren't 100% prepared. I mean, we were prepared to do the hike, but we didn't have the top of the line equipment and we did just fine.
Yeah, we did just great. And then that's one of the great things that our friend Eddie kind of guided us with is knowing that, we were a tight budget. It was short notice. He was like, look, these are good enough. So basically, I think our recommendation to you is do your research. Find something equivalent to your budget and something equivalent to your hike, really, because it depends on, if you're going to go hiking in the snow.
Right. Our trail, just to give you an example, we went in April. So when we started hiking the trail at the top of the Grand Canyon, it was snowing and there was ice on our trail. And then I want to say about 3 miles in, we were in tank tops and shorts. It was so hot. So we were ready for every single height. We had
microclimate, as they say.
Oh, okay.
Do you like that?
Yeah. So, we had the stuff for the snow so we could hike so we don't slip down to our tank tops to everything else we needed. So, I don't think you need the top of the line stuff.
You don't. So that's myth number 1 is busted. So here comes a controversial myth number 2. You need to eat gross food. So I'm in the school of
eating whatever.
Listen, if you're going to, yes, I'll eat whatever. But if you're going to hike, it depends how rough your hike is, right? Because this is a little. You need more context for this myth. If you're gonna go hardcore backpacking, hiking in the Appalachian Trail with no amenities, nothing in sight,
you don't have a barbecue or anything.
Yeah, you don't have a barbecue. Then yes, you're gonna have to eat that. Super dried
instant meal
food, which is not that bad. There's some packets that are pretty delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, wow. I don't think you agree with that.
So, yes, if you're going to be hiking and you don't have amenities to do any barbecuing you're going to have to get your sealed dried food in a bag with tons of sodium, which is good because you're hiking and you want to you need to contain all that water that you want to keep while you're hiking. But yeah, it's not the best, but it is interesting. It did the job.
Yeah, it did.
You have breakfast, you have eggs all the way.
You got that protein in
to bolognese spaghetti. So you had it all.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed it.
There you go.
Yeah, you didn't.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy it.
So, depending on your taste buds, it might be gross, it might not. So that myth. It's not really busted, but it's not really truth either. So it's really subjective.
There you go.
All right, myth number 3: backpacking could be dangerous.
Yeah, I do think it can be dangerous. There could be animals. We're in their space, so yeah. I mean, there's bears. We've seen some random animals on our hikes and stuff. I mean, we're in their territory, so
Yeah.
snakes, all sorts of stuff.
We saw two-tone elks. And we saw a lot of what is it?
We did see
not donkeys. What's the other one?
the deer, but they look like
not the deer.
which one? Mules. Yeah, but those weren't like random. Those were like used to bring food up and down in the Grand Canyon
We're gonna make a segment just about mules. We learned so much about mules in our hiking
during our Grand Canyon hike.
Yeah, that was okay. So yeah, backpacking can be dangerous.
Yeah, and obviously like the height, and you're going up mountains. I don't suggest hiking by yourself. I mean, it could be slippery. I mean, there's different things that can happen. So just be aware. I think.
Yeah. So you need to prep and understand where you're going.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So our next myth: you have to hike big miles every day.
No, and I don't think you should.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I think like your max should be like 8-ish miles in a day.
But I think it depends too on what you want to see.
Well, and on the terrain.
The trail.
Yeah, like whether it's going up and down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, there's been days that we've hiked more. And then there's been days where we actually opted out. We couldn't do it anymore. So we got to a bus station. That has happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we were like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
That does happen. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think that myth is busted because it's really at your pace, what you want to see, what you want to experience in that trail. So I think really it's really up to you. So yeah, our next one is that basically doing this backpacking and hiking is only for young, fit people.
No. And when we were on our trails, we saw children even hiking up to people in their 80s.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it's for everybody. Now, do I think
we're definitely young and fit.
Right. But we did not train for any of the hikes that we've done, and we've done some pretty intense hiking. We should have trained, but we didn't, and we did okay for the most part.
Yeah, we did pretty good considering. And again, I think we did. So our two top, I think, memorable hikes is the Grand Canyon, which that was rough. That was like nonstop, 8 miles down. It was a little rough. But the Switzerland, for example, Via Alpina was nice because we didn't have to, carry a lot. And we went from town to town. So
I think that leads us to the next myth.
Yeah.
So I think packing light is also helpful.
Yes.
But the first day in Via Alpina was brutal.
Well, it was 6 miles up.
Yeah.
Like nonstop.
It was brutal the first day. So, but, yeah, I think, you should be in fit, but you don't need to be.
Yeah. I think by doing it more, you're going to become fit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So I think there's a positive to backpacking and hiking. So again, like you mentioned, we're going to segue to our last myth, which is pack light. You have to go ultra light, which I have to agree with this. Our friend Kiki does not agree with this. Yeah, she packs as if it's Armageddon.
If she could pack jumper cables,
yes,
she would pack them.
Yes.
But we had, so the first intensive hike that we did, which was 2 full days in the Grand Canyon, we had to bring a tent. We had to bring mattress pads and sleeping bags. So we did not pack light because we had a lot of stuff with us. And it was all of our food. And obviously, as the days went through, we had less food in our backpacks, but it was rough. Coming up, like the last day coming out of the Grand Canyon was a little rough. But then we did the Via Alpina, which in Switzerland, where we hiked from town to town, and all we needed were our clothes. So we didn't have, because we stayed in the little towns and their little like chateaus, little places where we had food and showers and stuff. So we didn't need to bring necessities like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, no. Kiki did bring, I think, a massage table, a refrigerator, hair dryer. I mean, she brought it all, guys. If I think we should do a show with her and create the show of like backpack orders and then see all the stuff that she has in there. So I know she's definitely going to kill me. And what I'm going to do, just because I love her so much, I am going to put a picture of her backpack filled to the rim in Villalpina, and I hope you guys enjoy that picture.
Leave my bestie alone.
I know, I'm sorry. Well, enough of our myths and truth. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please, if you want more, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to our channel.
I think we're missing a lot of stuff on hiking. Like we could do a lot more.
No, we will.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going later, but not today. Which